Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wild Wrestle-bration 2 days running. Welcome to Wrestle-bration 11, Day 3. I am the Sentinel.
I'm JOSHAGEDDON, and I do not need any Viagra to help me to continue wrestle-braiding.
That's right. We can remain with the stiffest competition there is in YouTube and all around the world. And we don't need any sort of enhancements. We are good just as is. We start off this show with
this dude.
With this guy, who is Big Chocolate Majin Buu, who has no trouble with ladies.
No enhancement necessary.
That's right. Well,
I'm good.
Well, Big Chocolate Majin Buu, who I cannot thank enough for, I did not ask him to show up last week. I did not even know he was in the building, and I swear to God that is the case. The other three, yes, I had them lined up. This dude did that on his own volition, and I know that wasn't about me, and that's fine. But he has my utmost gratitude regardless, as Majin Buu came through in a monstrous way last week against the man who I'm not going to talk about because he doesn't need to be talked about anymore because he has the power shut off. Here comes Mr. Clean. Now, this match, JOSHAGEDDON, is a rematch from their match at Revelation, where Mr. Clean had argued that Majin Buu, who had been here and claimed that he had been here on pure intentions, he's just sick of factions, he's sick of groups and alliances. He's like, I'm just doing my own thing. I'm just having my own stuff. I'm enjoying myself. I'm just going to enjoy myself, and that's what this is about. I'm not joining any groups. There's no malicious takeover plans. Mr. Clean was like, yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that.
Yeah.
And Mr. Clean
got that huge upset over Majin Buu.
Yeah, in a match I did not expect. Nobody saw that win coming. Nobody saw that win coming. And Majin Buu was very pissed about that. But it's more that he's hurt. Because the truth is, it's like, given his actions last week, he's like, dude, what am I doing that's giving you the reason to think that I'm lying here? Like, I just helped the guy. Like,
I think Mr. Clean is still a little salty about how Boo's locker room is still kind of a mess.
Well, but he even won. I mean, Buu cleaned it up for him. And I mean, he redirtied it like 2 days later, but he cleaned it up for him. But Majin Buu, he still wanted the rematch because he's like, just because I'm having fun here doesn't mean I am not to be, not a pushover. I'm not a pushover. It took him a minute to actually.
Slick move though by Buu right there. You would think someone his size would be able to get that kind of a move in.
Well, he is deceptively agile. We've seen it. We saw it in his debut against Ken Masters, who we'll see later on tonight face Simon Belmont. We saw it in the first match against Mr. Clean. I mean, it was back and forth that entire match between.
Who do you have winning, Sean?
Well, I mean, I would have said Mr. Buu. I would have said Mr. Buu because I am completely objective as a sports analyst here on CIW, or Majin Clean. But that's but we'll leave that to TAWTF. We'll leave that to TAWTF. But in the meantime, an elbow drop to the balls from Mr. Clean, as we have got an action-packed night, all culminating in the CIW Tag Team titles, as DC defends against the Greasy Green Gigolos. If the Gigolos lose, they cannot compete for the titles for 4 years.
And that is a lifetime.
That's a long time.
That's an entire presidential term.
Most tag teams don't last that long. So, you know what that really says is that, like, this is it. This is it.
Yeah.
You
do this. Or die time.
Yeah, this is your last chance. And considering that they lost their opportunity because the Riddler defected on them at Revelation, and wait a second, look at double underhook suplex.
Whoa!
What a move from Mr. Clean.
Like that in a hot minute.
And that is a big man to be yeeting over the top of you.
Absolutely.
And wait a second, and wow, and a magic eraser right out of the bat here, as Mr. Clean coming in hot against Majin Buu.
Mr. Clean just has Boo's number.
And it's our referee tonight, known foot fetishist Rex Ryan.
Oh, no.
Who by this time may or may not be the head coach of the New York Jets, sweeping DDT. At the time of recording, that has not been announced, and given the Jets, maybe, who knows. But in any case, he's here tonight, not in the gangrene, but maybe looking for something gangrenous And now a hip toss there. I'm sorry, I just finished reading a World War I book, so I correlated the two. As
Greasy Green Gigolos.
Oh, God, no. No. Dear God, they're trying to go out clubbing and get ladies, sir. They cannot be associated with anything gangrenous. Rex Ryan.
Hey, maybe some ladies like gangrene. Oh, no.
And just vaulted him over the top.
Majin Buu was like, stop talking
Yeah,
about
please. He's like,
gangrene.
please make this stop. Please make this conversation end. I don't care what you have to do.
I did not have talking about gangrene at the Wres11eBration 11 on my bingo card for 2025. So here we are.
Well, Big Chocolate is all about the vibes. It is like, dude, you are killing my vibes right now.
Guys, stop.
And I'm just slamming. But
well, I'm the color commentator. You know what color I like? Green. So shut up.
He's pink and he likes the color brown in the form of chocolate. As
slamming Mr. Clean into the steel steps because you know what color he hates? White.
Well,
we're not going to go any farther with that.
I mean, Majin Buu. I mean, the whole reason that he refilled that room full of dirty garbage and like Dollar Tree stale chips was that he was stress eating a lot about that loss.
Yeah,
a lot about that loss.
Majin Buu. His gut expands like he's like a bubblegum person.
Yeah,
he can stress eat a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's pretty. And speaking of impressive, what the multiple power bombs, including a rotating one to boot, as Majin Buu has already taken a magic eraser in this match.
Yeah, he should have covered him after hitting that magic eraser.
Yeah. But Buu with that big chocolate planet buster and a big back suplex there. Saito, if you will.
Right on that thick neck.
Yeah, that's going to be a thick neck to do any real major damage to. But you can say that about any body part of this Majin Buu. And Buu might have been going for the...
Oh, man!
Mr. Clean countered the big chocolate planet buster attempt and got the biggest, stiffest standing sidekick I have ever seen. Don't say anything to Rex Ryan.
Oh.
So we talked about Viagra. We've talked about foot fetish. What's going on in this match?
Trying to knock each other's teeth out.
I know. As these two, I mean, they are hitting with serious intensity. As Mr. Clean, I mean, can you imagine what it would mean for Mr. Clean's career to beat Majin Buu not once but twice?
Yeah, and now going after the little Buu balls.
And now in the series, oh God. And they definitely, Majin Buu is getting a little blue in the blue balls.
Purple.
That is a tongue twister if you heard it.
I love how absolutely unhinged this match and our commentary is. Welcome to day 3 of the
This is day 3 of the Wres11eBration. How are you guys holding up? Let us know in the chat.
Hang on.
But you know what? After we did a 7-day one last year, oh, what a crossbody!
Oh, just wiped him out.
Mr. Clean with a beautiful crossbody, and now going for a forearm and connects.
There we go, man. Mr. Clean is just bringing it in this match.
Mr. Clean coming in strong. Knows what, and he, you know, Mr. Clean, he is really trying to defend the integrity of CIW. There's been so much shenanigans, so many factions, the whole Satan thing that he was a part of. He knows what it's like to dirty up this place. The thing with Abizzle, like, Mr. Clean, he's just trying to keep this place clean.
Yeah, like, I mean, that is his thing.
It's his thing.
That's part of why we hired him.
You know, and thank God his Dr. Dirty days are over. And
yeah,
and
that was a strange period.
It was, and maybe that win against Majin Buu at Revelation might have been the most significant win as Mr. Clean he's had. But now the baby hammers, as
the clean balls.
That's right, the arm and hammers of Mr. Clean.
2 arms, 1 hammer.
Very well endowed, so I've been told. As,
he keeps it clean, so.
That's right. And oh God, now vaulting Buu over the top springboard and connected mostly. As Mr. Clean is so far so good on these aerial attempts.
Yeah.
But
I was not expecting Mr. Clean to be this ferocious
oh God.
in this match, but oh dear God.
Yes, Majin Buu just hauled him. Oh no, we're now going into this area here.
Guys.
And now deciding against it. Referees count up to 5.
Buu go, oh, wait a second.
This almost got way out of hand way quick.
Yeah. But man, throwing him right into the barricade, you see Mr. Clean holding his midsection. Yeah. That did some damage.
Well, yeah, you saw, I mean, that midsection went all the way up and over the top. And that's not the most padded barricade you've ever seen, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he went flying
he
over,
went
like
clean
careening
over
into
it.
it.
Yeah,
It was
absolutely.
like a car crash.
As Majin Buu just using that brute strength that he's got, and that is really proving to be the advantage that he's had in this matchup, as Mr. Clean otherwise has out-wrestled Buu.
Yeah, so far, and outpowered him, but now Boo's going after the legs, trying to take away that power.
Absolutely, as referee Rex Ryan is there to make the pinfall or call the submission. There are countouts and disqualifications
thinking,
in this
I wish
match.
I could work on the legs.
And now that's, well, we're going to have plenty of time to make those jokes, ladies and gentlemen. And a German suplex.
What a suplex.
As Mr. Clean, again, as you mentioned, just hitting the power game in a surprising way.
Yeah. I can see why Buu started going after the legs, and now the arm.
Well, I don't know if Majin Buu, it took 2 magic erasers to put him down last time, but it did put him down. He does not want to get hit with another one, and he knows it.
Dude, can you if Buu loses again, the amount of food, it might actually send this entire country into like some kind of starvation crisis. Can you imagine the amount of stress eating? Yeah,
there's gonna be it's gonna put a lot of Dollar Trees out of their stock as he goes around. You know, wait a second, but now we might be seeing the big chocolate planet buster. And that could do it there. The referee was down the last time that he hit it.
Look at.
And now Majin Buu not going for the cover here, and that may have cost him trying to catch his breath as he has taken a lot of punishment.
Neither one of them have gone for the cover off their finish. What
a lariat. And now a chop.
Jeez.
A big
These
chop.
They just want to rip each other apart.
I know.
Although I wouldn't try to rip Buu apart because he regenerates.
Yeah, well, this is and Mr. Clean cleans up any blood. So there's now. Wait a second. What has Buu got in mind here? Could be a big superplex. And down go both men.
The distance he got on that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Mr. Clean is on the other side of the ring here.
Man, who's going to win this thing? This is way more intense than their previous match.
Yeah, back and forth. And now another double underhook suplex.
Dude, but I love me a good suplex fest.
Yeah, that took something out of Mr. Clean, though, who is trying here to secure another victory against Majin Buu. Majin Buu out here to have a major matchup against a man who he lost to, shockingly, at Revelation, and a forearm to the face. And he got it.
Man. Cover that, whatever Buu
is down, and now just wrenching the leg again. As this has been
that
such
elbow went right into Buu's dome.
I know, and it knocked him down. He was sitting up, and it knocked him down.
Damn.
That was an intense move there, ladies and gentlemen. This opening matchup of Day 3, as these two beat the holy hell out of each other. Majin Buu looking to get his win back from a man he did not believe that he was going to lose to. Against the man who didn't believe that Majin Buu was as honorable as he is claiming he is. Here as Big Chocolate in CIW.
And both men holding their midsections. I mean, they've both been suplexing each other the entire match. That's going to wear out your midsection.
Yeah, this has been a big matchup with two big individuals and another back suplex there from Majin Buu.
Man. This has been so intense since the opening
I know. I've been on the edge of my seat, Josh, again. These two have been going at it back and forth from the opening bell. It has been non-stop aggression. And now counters. Counters from Clean. Counter from Buu.
And almost throwing him into the referee. Referee, be careful.
And Buu needing a moment, I think, just to get a little distance.
This is smart. This is smart.
This is very smart from Majin Buu to just take a moment here to regroup. And now, wait a second. Mr. Clean might not let him do it. Forearm, it might have lured him in. Might have lured in Mr. Clean, who is just recuperating a little bit from that. God, these two not afraid to go high octane at the 9th hour here.
This is starting to turn into a little bit of a chess match here.
Well, it is, and both of these men. Springboard from Buu!
And
Buu misses. Uh-oh, top rope, and Mr. Clean thought better of it.
Okay, good.
But not the springboard, and missed the springboard.
Oh, God.
As these two springboard from Buu, and Buu gets it.
Oh, wow.
Buu is the one who finally lands it. As these guys, my God, just when you think these guys couldn't hit each other with different things.
Yeah, I'm just blown away by this opening contest,
fest.
man.
My goodness. Who would have thought that Majin Buu and Mr. Clean would be equals?
I'm having so much fun watching this.
This is a ride, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have thought?
Hell yeah.
And now just the knee here. Oh, wait a second. Another big chocolate planet buster. This might be the closer here. As a huge, big chocolate planet buster.
Keep your arms and legs inside the big chocolate planet buster.
The cover from Boo. 1, 2, 3. What a match.
Now they're tied, ladies and gentlemen.
That was insane.
Clean has a win and Boo has a win.
And who would have thought that these two, and Majin Buu, who was not happy about that loss, earns redemption here at the Wres11eBration Day 3 against Mr. Clean. What a competition. What a matchup from these two individuals, and what a way to kick off Day 3.
Well, and now we don't have to worry about Boo stress eating like crazy.
That's right, but no, now it might be celebration eating. And that,
no, Mr. Clean's going to start stress cleaning.
You know, somehow I think that he will have an excuse no matter what. But that's right. Well, hey, hopefully that'll keep things fresh here. But we've got more matchups, and what a fresher win than that for Majin Buu. What a win. Now, this is where we had a little context here to talk about. So, Abizzle versus Jack Black. It's Abizzle's final match in CIW because Michael Corleone beat Abizzle at Revelation. And the stipulation was,
thank God,
if Abizzle won, Michael Corleone would sell his shares. Didn't happen. Instead, if Corleone won, which he did, Abizzle would go back to commentary. He wouldn't be fired. There wouldn't be any penalties, but his wrestling career would be over. Abizzle has since been a hell of a negotiator and has not only negotiated one more match against the man that he now considers leached off his popularity in Jack Black and Eclipse, which by results, he's not wrong. As well as bringing Captain Planet, I guess, as some sort of symbolism that the Earth is better than the Moon. So he has somehow also negotiated that this...
You know, I didn't think about it like that, but when you put it like that, maybe.
But, you know, I don't know. Abizzle has weird motivation at times. But in any case, Abizzle has this match against the man. Abizzle won the Exceeds title in that alliance with Tenacious E. Tenacious E got 3 different title matches and lost all of them.
Yeah.
So Abizzle was like, no, it's been AB energy, not the Moon energy. And then it was like that meme of the astronauts with the pistol, and Abizzle was like, always has been. And that's where we are. As Abizzle is now trying to say, you took my fame, and now I want some of it back. As this match, and somehow negotiated with Corleone to allow Jack Black to have Eclipse with him, and Abizzle to have Captain Planet with him, when the edict has been all Wres11eBration, faction involvement equals insta-firing. Which means nobody can interfere after. So which means that for this main event with DC, we're not going to see Batman, we're not going to see the Penguin, and we're not going to see the Joker, who's in the main event of tomorrow night.
By the way, Sean, back during the Abizzle administration, I actually looked back through my text messages. Do you know how many times Abizzle, and I counted, do you know how many times Abizzle texted me, I am the Rock?
19.
314 times. I counted.
Oh my God. That's almost as bad as the Sandy Bananas that we've been continuing to send you.
It's like it was a competition between the two.
Well,
and my God,
Abizzle is a competitive guy.
I never want to see that ever again.
Well, and so a couple of loopholes being held here on, or concessions, I guess, by request of Abizzle, but it is Abizzle's last in-ring match, so I will give it to him. Who you got, AB or Jack Black? That was a save.
It sure was.
Referee Rex Ryan is counting now as Jack Black is hiding behind Eclipse and talking to the big man, and now a Bowser Rooney as Eclipse cheers.
Purely because of the 3 of them, the only one that had decent success was Abizzle. Abizzle was even the Exceed champion. I'm going with AB in this matchup, even though he sent me I am the Rock 314 times.
Well, but if you remember, despite the amount of pie that you've been given on behalf of on behalf of Abizzle. This kind of showboating from Jack Black is what cost him that Exceeds #1 contenders match against Sephiroth.
Are you accusing Jack Black, Bowser, of not being able to learn?
Well, I think that he has been, I mean, Jack Black has done a lot of movies since Bowser mode, but that was a hell of a kick.
Damn, I don't think Abizzle was expecting it again.
And I'm sorry, I conflated that. That was in the Exceeds title match with Prince of Persia at the Revelation pre-show, as my brain is melting. The
WrestleVation pre-show.
Yes, the Revelation pre-show. The WrestleBration pre-show, something else happened, and maybe that's part of the reason why my head's so messed up. But
Sean, are you okay over there?
I'm not sure. But in any case,
why do I smell smoke right now?
Abizzle, and that's because the vents are so clogged in here. As we're still in the same building. Well, we're not in the same building as that 6-man elimination chamber we saw last night. And what a low blow from Jack Black. Oh, and the KG kick. The Peaches times 10.
Already?
As Jack Black may be looking to end things here if he can stop spinning.
Stop. Okay, don't ever make that gesture behind the referee.
And now a cover here. 1, 2, and only 2, as grab-ass Bowser did not get the win on that night.
Dude, I'm sort of like concerned because after the referee watches this tape back, he's going to see that, and either he's going to want to referee every match that Bowser has from now on, or he's going to have some kind of sexual harassment NDA kind of nonsense.
No, it's Rex Ryan. He's going to go, why wasn't it a foot? And now the knee to the head. As Jack Black has got firm control of this match, as we are wheezing here from all of the smoke. The smoke is puffing around in here because he's watching the show tonight.
What happened on this show?
Oh, we've got so much more show to do, ladies and gentlemen. It has only begun. As we have we have Simon Belmont versus Ken Masters later on, and the big tag team championship match.
Going from feet to thighs.
That's right. As now an arm bar. And now probably a headbutt. And oh no, a low blow.
Oh no, message
sent. As Abizzle, who smiles at the thought of messages being sent, but not on him. And went for a drop kick and got countered there by Abizzle, and a German from Abizzle.
Oh, man, he landed high and tight on that one.
Yeah, as AB and I actually got the chance to talk to AB, and he's kind of happy that after tonight it's over in the ring. He's got a daughter now. He wants to spend a little more time with her. The commentary schedule is a lot lighter than the wrestling schedule.
Yeah. Plus, he doesn't have to take bumps.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest part. They're just saving it on his body. Not that he couldn't, but Abizzle is certainly he's earned his stripes though in wrestling. You got to give him credit on that. Here in his last match, as Jack Black is just not taking Abizzle seriously at all, and now luring him in and using the ropes to his advantage.
Did you see? He grabbed him by the chain around Abizzle's neck and yanked him into the ropes.
Yeah, real honorable material there from Bowser Black at a headlock takeover. And I think Captain Planet, who is the DDP of CIW, is kind of licking his lips at the thought of changing Jack Black back. So I think that was part of the reason why he agreed to be in Abizzle's corner, not just because Earth is better than the moon, but...
Oh, and now Eclipse going after Abizzle.
Well, and Abizzle...
Oh, that pissed off Captain Planet.
And, well, he's like, hey there now. Stop that.
You stop that young moon man.
He literally got in the ring and then just went back to ringside. And
he got in the ring
again,
and then
he just did it again. Planet, pick a lane. Are you coming and fighting or not? He went up to yell and then went back down just to watch. As as Abizzle just fought his own...
Cheadle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, AB fought his own way back into the ring from that double team, and another low blow.
Bruh, dude,
and another KG kick. The Peaches times 10, and yet another Bowser Rooney. As you would think that Captain Planet and Jack Black would appreciate each other's mullets, but they don't.
Go for the cover. Quit breakdancing.
We can't help himself. Well, he's got to be this front and center of attention. You know, it's funny. We were talking about Mario and Luigi a couple days ago and how the way Mario is. That's very much Jack Black's opinion, too, I think. He thinks that he's so synonymous. He's got to be the center of attention of everything. And what a big gut buster.
I'd argue that Jack Black is way worse.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I wouldn't disagree with that, honestly. Well, especially because he's had his son Eclipse there to bail him out for situations. And the amount that this dude was handed. Oh, God, what a frog splash. But he landed, like, vertically on top of him. That had to hurt both of those guys.
That was interesting.
And now here comes Planet to get punched.
Yeah.
As Jack
You're gonna
Black.
have to do a little bit more than scream why I oughta at him.
And a sweeping DDT to Captain Planet. As Moon 1, Planet 0. has put a right hand down to Jack Black. As this matchup, the final matchup of Abizzle's CIW wrestling career, what a ride it's been. One that exceeds championship, albeit through Eclipse's involvement, but he did have some good defenses in there, notwithstanding.
Yeah, that is true. Despite the insanity of his tenure and his administration, he does have some decent parts of it.
He did. I mean, again, I said it on day one. The year of Abizzle was not the worst thing to happen to CIW. It was stressful. Don't get me wrong. It was stressful. But we got...
Well, you did a decent job taking care of the worst thing to happen to CIW.
Well, I appreciate that very much. And actually, the runner-up for that is in the main event tomorrow night against Symbiote Spider-Man in the title consolidation match.
To bring him up as well.
Yeah, that's right. The main event tomorrow night, Symbiote Spider-Man versus the Joker. Title unification match. Both have a claim to their respective belts, but we only have one champion come the end of the Wrestle-bration tomorrow night.
I can't wait to see that.
As that is going to be an incredible matchup. As Abizzle has stuck through this match despite getting 2 peaches times 10. 20 peaches, if you will, and a top rope arm drag.
Oh, just launching Jack Black across the ring.
And that hurt Jack. I think Jack may have had one Bowser Rooney too many. Cover from Abizzle. 1, 2, and only 2. Jack kicks out.
Man. And now Abizzle looks a little frustrated there.
Yeah,
he needs to go for the AB Plex.
That's hard to blame him. It's hard to blame him given the way that Jack Black has perpetrated himself over this matchup. Now vaulting him out of the ring again. It
is interesting. It is a little weird to see them fighting each other, considering they were in bed together for so long.
I know, and only metaphorically, from what I've been told. And,
I would only hope.
You know what just occurred to me, JOSHAGEDDON? Where is Abizzle's moon tattoo?
You know, now that you mention it, I have no idea.
Did Captain Planet remove it for him? That is very... That's as pro-Earth as you can get. Tattoo removals. Now, wait a second here. And, oh, God. Just a stomp to the face with the pointed boot. Abizzle's back is clean. I kind of see some tattoo removal scars. But the disassociation, maybe that tattoo wasn't as permanent as we thought. And now choking the life out of Abizzle with that cable is Jack Black. Now he's starting to resort to the shortcuts that we've known him take over the past year and change.
Well, I think he's starting to take this a little bit more seriously now.
I think he's starting
to you know what? Maybe those weird, because he did have a weird glowing tattoo. Maybe it was like he just faded away. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Moon magic confounds me.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I mean, there was the orb that absorbed like half of the audience that was going to sue. Last year was a wild year. A lot of new inventions coming to the desk. I'm kind of happy that's all done and through with, but grinding the face is Jack Black as referee Rex Ryan's count up to 6.
Jack Black just gave Abizzle a noogie.
Yeah, but a powerful one nonetheless, and you know,
a very powerful noogie.
Hey, oh God! And how about a kick to the face? What a kick to the skull by Jack Black, who could have it one here. Abizzle's already taken 2 KG kicks. And Abizzle, he's not looking good. Jack up to the top here and went for a missile drop kick and hit the midsection, maybe, of Abizzle. Oh, and now bring him a little bit closer. Maybe going to try that again. And a stomp again, and Abizzle countered. Abizzle saw it coming this time. Which one of these two in Abizzle's final match? And now a guillotine.
Oh, wow.
Guillotine choke
into the guillotine.
And we saw him beat the Green Ranger with this guillotine. And not to be on this day, though.
No, Jack able to get out of that one. But Abizzle starting to feel like, because he did get choked out by those cables at the table.
Oh, he choked out on cables. He's taken all of the kicks that he's suffered. And now just wrenching the leg. As the Jacks might be beaten by AB Production CT here tonight if Abizzle is successful. And the reason that the Jacks are beaten is because we're kings, baby. That's what we're talking about. And in any case, and the Kings don't have time for jokers either. And now this, boy, that translated way too good than I expected it to. Unlike that terrible grammar of the last sentence I just said. But
why is that smell of smoke returning?
I'm telling you, smoke is here. He's licking his wounds. See, he's in the audience. He's right there. He's in the corner. Elbow drop elbow drop to the spine.
I think Jack avoided some of that contact.
Well, he sure did, but you know, Jack now trying to maybe get Eclipse back involved into the situation. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Get away from our table.
I saw you don't wait. Asai moonsault got it.
Oh, shit. Oh, and he got it.
Abizzle got him.
Impressive.
Jack Black walked right into it, and Eclipse goes into the ring to yell and leave. What is this trend?
There's a lot of why-I-oughtas in this matchup.
There's a lot of fish shaking happening here in this matchup. And now a dropkick swatted from Abizzle.
There we go. Nice evasion, Abizzle. There we go.
That's right. And now went for a kick there and missed it. As these two are continuing to fight on. This has been a match that's been going on for some time. Oh, what a reverse kick.
Oh, what a kick. Cover that man.
As Abizzle's starting to recuperate a little bit. Oh, and Jack Black with a counter. And another kick from Jack.
Man, these are some devastating strikes and kicks in this matchup.
And that's kind of what it's devolving to, Josh, again. There's not a whole lot of technical wrestling happening now.
Oh, a thrust kick into the corner.
As Abizzle, and this is his last match, and he's like, I'm not losing in my last match. And there it goes, AB Plex.
Here we go.
Finally, AB Plex cover 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
There we go.
Abizzle not putting over the new talent because fuck that. He's the Rock now, ladies and gentlemen. As Abizzle is in fact the Rock now, as takes over Jack Black and beats Bowser Black in his final match. Thank you, Abizzle, for a hell of a wrestling career. We cannot wait for you to rejoin the table for tomorrow night, as Captain Planet did effectively nothing, but symbolically Earth prevails.
He didn't do nothing. He just yelled "Why I oughta" a lot, and then got out of the ring as quickly as he got in.
They got beaten up and left. Yeah. That's but Abizzle earning this matchup, and what a win against Jack Black. And now we get to this. Now,
the Thunder Thigh Express.
It is Simon Belmont versus Ken Masters. Now, to recount the entirety of the Sagat and Simon Belmont feud would take too long. But it was supposed to end at Revelation. Sagat, after abusing his partner Ken Masters for years, as Ken Masters was relegated to the pre-show for a year after a match, then beat Sagat, then just remained on pre-shows and kept losing and losing and losing. Finally admitted that Sagat was right and that Ken Masters wasn't maybe as good as he thought he was, and went back to Sagat for help.
That was so depressing.
It was one of the saddest things I've ever seen. Ken sold his soul, super kicked Simon Belmont in the There Must Be a Winner match against Sagat that he had, as Sagat ended up winning that matchup as a result of the actions of Ken Masters. And Sagat, who was in the pre-show last week at the WrestleBration pre-show, because he said, I'm going to prove to you, Ken Masters, how easy it is to win on a pre-show. He literally had a match and beat the shit out of Pepsi Man just to further humiliate Ken, and Ken just sat there and took it.
I mean, that's what Ken does best.
Apparently, as Sagat won on that pre-show and made a very hefty point. I won't lie. It was an impressive victory from Sagat. And Simon Belmont is just so disappointed. He's angry. He doesn't understand why Ken Masters has just admitted defeat. But meanwhile, Ken Masters says, "You watch. And now that things are not forgotten." He said he was nothing but desperate men do desperate things. And when the world stops giving a shit like they did for Ken and started laughing at Ken, what do you want Ken to do? And
maybe I shouldn't have christened him the pre-show.
Yeah, the amount of pre-show stopping, that didn't help. It definitely didn't help.
That was my bad.
But here's the thing that worries me. Ken said something to me the other day, or at least he tweeted it out, and then or DM'd me and then removed the tweet that said, there are more of us who feel that's not good. And I don't know whether that pertains to the Forgotten Fighters themselves or just people who are frustrated with the fact that, that certain people are relegated to pre-shows, or like just the general unrest of people on the card. I don't know what he's referring to.
That's very foreboding.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
And especially because, but this is why Corleone laid this edict down, right? No members of factions. That means you cannot see Nathan Von Schrader or Brandon Ulrich or Sagat get involved in this matchup.
I'm so happy that we're not seeing Brandon Ulrich.
And wait a second. And what is Johnny Cage doing out here?
Why?
Well, Johnny's not on the, Johnny is not scheduled to be here. Maybe trying to get and he's not a member of any factions, at least as far as I can tell. Last one he was the martial artist, which you know how well that ended.
Yeah.
But Johnny Cage, who was not on the Wres11eBration card, and I'm really hoping this is not what Ken Masters means.
Oh no! Don't speak it into existence.
I won't. I'm not going to Bobby Heenan it, right? But apparently Ken Masters or Johnny Cage, that is, has something of a vested interest in this matchup. As now and immediately, Simon Belmont went to address Johnny, and Johnny ran the other direction. As this whole thing has made me very uneasy.
Yeah, me too. Like the whole feeling of just the show just shifted.
Well,
as soon as Johnny Cage came down to ringside.
Well, but I know Johnny, right? We know Johnny. He has never done anything like that. There's no reason to suspect that he would sell out to the Forgotten Fighters. In matter of fact, Johnny Cage is the one who stepped up when this man, Ken, no-showed at the Revelation pre-show, his open challenge. Johnny's the one who answered. There we go. And maybe a couple of blows for no-showing, and Johnny, who got beaten up by Liu Kang that night. And there we go. That's what I'm talking. And now I'm. Wait a second. What is John? Now I'm just confused.
No.
Now I'm just confused.
Okay, is he just going after both of them now?
He might just be going after both of them, but why would Johnny be attacking Belmont?
I have no idea.
And just slamming him on the steps, and maybe Johnny is just, maybe this is Bret Hart in WCW where he wasn't on the card and is just taking matters into his own hands, as he started doing once or twice. As now, but that's sure not what it's looking like, is it, JOSHAGEDDON?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, no.
And maybe the errant blows at first were just as a, why did you no-show the pre-show, you dick?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that I would have felt the same way.
Which I would have maybe, if you have the opportunity, seize the opportunity. But, of course, Johnny's not a member of the Forgotten Fighters, so does Corleone's edict even count? He wasn't listed. He's not registered as a member of a faction.
Loophole. I'm really hoping that's not the loophole they're trying to go for.
I mean, would you expect anything else from the fighters? I mean, remember that
I hate the idea of it so much, because that's so in line with...
Well, you remember the only reason Sagat had the match with Belmont at Revelation was because after Belmont swept the Forgotten Fighters at the Autumn Asylum pre-show, Soul Calibur Gauntlet, that he said he didn't pin him, he knocked him out, so therefore he didn't beat him. And that was the only reason why he had that matchup. And then Ulrich got a match with Belmont for the same reason. And now Johnny just hit Rex Ryan.
Why?
Because I think I'm sadly think that we're smarter than the average bear here, JOSHAGEDDON. I'm starting to put 2 and 2 together here, and once again, Simon Belmont is the victim of the Forgotten Fighters growing their ranks because of people who cannot win on their own, deciding that people don't appreciate them when no one has ever unappreciated these guys. Well, we did call Ken the pre-show stopper. I mean, okay, we were kind of dicks to Ken, but
you know what? Win matches every once in a while.
Well, I mean, that's just it, though. It's not like we're going, oh, and you got caged to Belmont.
Wow.
And that says it. That says it. And Belmont just trying to get up for air, and Johnny won't let him. And another you got caged.
Whoa. Wow.
Well, I think we know what's up.
Caged on the floor.
And, man, this is some bullshit. I hate to swear, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I don't. I love swearing, but I hate to swear.
Stop lying to me.
But I have to tell you, man, it's just of all the people, of these two, Ken and Johnny, these two have stood for such uprightness since the relaunch. They've always stood up for what was right. Why now? Why now? What did Sagat do to you people?
The announce table, but I'm just shaking my head right now.
Well, and think about how much bullying that Sagat did to Johnny, too. Ken and Johnny both got obliterated by Brandon Ulrich. They were fighting the Forgotten Fighters for all year last year.
Are they basically just saying if you can't beat them, join them?
They must be. They must be.
And now look, they're standing in solidarity.
Johnny just said, yeah, basically you got it. As this is disgusting. This is sick.
To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement.
I mean, and a headbutt to the balls by Ken Masters.
Wow.
As Simon Belmont is just not standing a chance here against these two, and a Hadouken busting open Simon Belmont, who never had a chance.
They completely blindsided him.
He's got and Belmont, oh God, and a big boot. He got 2 you got caged. He hit a Hadouken. He's now bleeding all over the canvas.
Oh, he's bleeding profusely.
As this is just Belmont, he can't even grapple. He can't even see.
Yeah.
And now another Hadouken. Another Hadouken. That has got to be it. The cover here. Please end this.
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
In a sorry state of affairs it is that these two have been broken so badly by Sagat and the Forgotten Fighters that these two have joined their ranks. That means there's 5 of them now. There's 5 of these assholes. And with the way that Sagat won, Ken won, Ulrich and Nathan Von Schrader won, this was a very good Wrestle-bration season for the Forgotten Fighters, and Johnny Cage has joined their ranks. Where does Belmont go from here? Where do the Fighters go from here? Where does the Tag Team Championships go from here?
Go. It is do or die time, ladies and gentlemen.
Folks, I know wrestling airs to be hyperbolic and you hear the phrase, the stakes couldn't be higher a lot. But the stakes couldn't be higher for this Tag Team Championship match. This story that began in 2023 with the Greasy Green Gigolos as they were gaining momentum, faced Aquaman and Batman for the Tag Team Championships at Doomsday, were unsuccessful. Then the Joker formed DC. And DC was formed. Then Autumn Asylum was the rematch in a Hell in a Cell where that ended with this man Reptile getting penguin plunged through the cell. They then
how he's not a quadriplegic just is beyond me.
They then worked their way back up, won the Rebels and Redcoats tournament last year to earn another title shot, and during that time added both Ganondorf and the Riddler supposedly to their ranks. As here comes Piccolo the shucking and jiving, always having a good time. Greasy Green Gigolo, the greasiest, the greenest, the gigoloiest, piccoloiest that you've ever seen.
With a severe lack of gangreeniest.
That's right, yes. No gangrene in this building at all. Thank God.
Not anymore, anyway.
But in any case, they build their way up to win the Rebels and Redcoats tournament last year. They add a couple to their ranks. They win fatal attrition in the series, the major fatal attrition match at No Man's Land against the Shades of Black. They are on a momentum roll. Then, revelation. They cash in. And the Riddler, after Ganondorf is assaulted by the Penguin earlier in the night, the Riddler says, I'll step in and be in your corner. And the Riddler very quickly shows his true colors, joins DC, and now these two demanded a rematch, but DC said no. The only way you're getting a rematch is if you put up something else as well, because this is time number 4 you fought us. We have said no 3 times. This is it. You have to win tonight, or you do not get the chance to wrestle for the tag belts for 4 years. Here come the champs.
Man.
And what difference will it make, Josh, again, with the edict in place that DC didn't expect, by the way, heading into this matchup? And they didn't expect that when it was laid down at the pre-show. So it's allowed them to regroup a little bit. Penguin and Ganondorf have faced each other, so they can't come in. Batman's already had his match, he can't come in. Joker's on tomorrow night. So this is up to the Riddler and Aquaman, and this is the first time that the Riddler has been in a match with DC. Will that be a factor here tonight to defend their 777-day reign as tag team champions?
I'm just worried. I hope that they don't pull a Forgotten Fighters and, here's this DC person you weren't thinking about. Now they're part of our group.
Dude, they better not. Because this is the last shot the Gigolos have. As the Gigolos have been the most charismatic, the most captivating tag team in CIW history.
I will say, the big asterisk next to the DC's legendary tag team title reign, constant interference, constant shenanigans.
And now a cover here to retain and one barely.
But if they're unable to utilize, the chicanery that they always do, then I'm thinking that if things play straight, then I'm going with the Gigolos.
Yeah, well, and that's the biggest thing. You never see it play straight. As we've got the lily pad crab here going on, as the lily pad cloverleaf, and now just a big forehand chop.
Right to the spine.
Yeah, and a heel kick to Piccolo. As this match has devolved quickly, and the Gigolos, who are so pissed at the Riddler. Yeah. I mean,
they need to be careful, though. If they are counted out or disqualified, then that's it.
Well, and that is, and I know, cover 2 and only 2. As
you see how quick and fast Piccolo was, absolutely. Did you see the sense of urgency on Piccolo?
Oh, yeah, well, because they know this is it. There is no second chances for this team. Because teams don't last 4 years most of the time. Not every team is the New Day and the Usos. Things change. People move on. And when you find a level
if they lose this match, they might as well break up.
Yeah, which nobody wants. Nobody wants that. The Gigolos have been so insanely captivating. But you have to know, Josh, again, to your point, that they chose the Riddler for this match for that exact reason, knowing they would want to incite the rage of the Gigolos and force them to make a mistake.
Yeah, because he betrayed them.
Oh, and what a power slam. Turnbuckle assisted. Cover there and not even a 1.
Wow.
As that was an impressive move there by the Riddler, and now a cover. And then the reason it was not a 1 is that it was not the legal man.
Yeah, I was about to say, who's the legal man right now?
Right now it has just been nonstop brawls in the center of the ring.
Yeah. The referee's having a tough time keeping control of this contest.
Referee Rex Ryan, who is probably excited at all the green reminding him of the Jets, but is still going to have to keep this on the straight and narrow, and a big punch there from the Riddler to break up that leg to the back by Reptile.
And again, giving Piccolo the business.
Absolutely, and now and it's as you found out in your solo commentary matchup with the other Rangers and Kurt Angle and Jimmy Corderas, it is very hard to tell any of these people to get back into their corner.
Yeah, I mean, imagine being a normal human yelling at these super-powered freaks. Get by.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, what are you gonna do?
Grab this rope.
You coach
grab this rope, dude.
Yeah, you're a coach of football team. You're not gonna go talk to somebody who controls a giant trident and tell him to, like, hey, do you mind going back to your corner? No. That's
maybe if he would utilize the foot fetish to his advantage and creep them out, maybe then he'd get a little bit of an angle there.
Oh, and now a double thrash down to the skull of Reptile, who is already not looking good. And Reptile, and now we have seen the Riddler with that. I'm not sure what to call it. Cover here from Riddler. 1-2 and an elbow drop. His riddle me this.
I think it's best that we leave it without a name.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he does the riddle me this, which is kind of like a twist of fate, but then he has the whatever that is. And now, dear God, the NDA and the Whirlpool. But a Whirlpool from Aquaman, if Riddler goes for the cover, that could do it right here. Oh, the cover, Piccolo in 1, 2, and right there to break it up at the count of 2. And another standing moonsault, the cohesion of DC here in this matchup.
Yeah, Piccolo just trying his absolute best to keep this thing afloat, but Reptile needs to tag out.
No, DC has been doing a great job of keeping him isolated at a clothesline.
Oh.
Another double team. Now going up to the top, and maybe hubris costing Riddler
Piccolo, there we go.
As the sense of urgency on Piccolo, you can't help but understand it. As the CIW...
Piccolo, I mean, like, I get having the sense of urgency and breaking up the pinfalls, but you need to get on the apron so you can tag your partner. You can't tag from this angle.
That's right. As Piccolo, who is not the legal man, Reptile and Riddler are. As Reptile and Riddler were the first two to start the fatal attrition match against the Shades of Black. Riddler the first eliminated. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh,
the NDA.
No. Oh, it's any
the
children
NDA.
are watching. Avert thine eyes.
Dear God. And the 80-year-old men are growling in the distance as the Riddler. Oh, God. Why? Why is that allowed? And the cover here, do not win with that. 2 and only 1.
Oh. You could count to 69.
Oh, God, please. I would prefer he didn't. As God, that's just vile. And ever since
I just got horrific flashbacks to the Crotchmeister.
And you know
the Riddler and Crotchmeister are friends outside of this.
Oh, I'm sure. And you know what? You know what occurs to me about the Riddler is really we should have known what the low blow. We should have known what and now the riddle me this.
Oh.
And now this is looking firmly in the control of the 777-day title reign. Now catching strays is Rex Ryan. And now the cover here, 1, 2, and only 2, as Piccolo had to get around the referee there.
Man.
Rex Ryan, not the smallest individual in the world. It's just a fact.
But he has the biggest foot fetish in the world.
Yeah, that's probably true. At least he's the most open about it. And another low blow. As Rex Ryan,
MGK does give him some healthy competition.
I'm sure he does.
I would love to see them in a foot fetish match.
Well, and speaking of MGK, we saw
foot
Eminem
fetish on a pole match.
Well, we saw Eminem with a big victory over the real Eminem with a victory over Dave Chappelle last night. And now, oh God, not again, not again, not another NDA. As this ain't right, man. This ain't right. The lower back coccyx and gluteus maximi of Reptile.
Did you have to say coccyx?
Yes, I sure did. And in comes Aquaman with the lube. And the cover here. 1, 2, it's down. Piccolo once again breaking it up. The amount of legwork Piccolo has had to do to break up this and keep this alive for his team.
And that move honestly should not be legal, but when the Riddler just did it,
for real. I can't disagree with you with that whatsoever.
I mean, I'm not sure what kind of freaky stuff the Reptile is into, but I guarantee it's not that.
Not that.
That is where I draw the line.
Rex Ryan is down with a drop kick.
Oh no, and he has a boner too.
And that was
what happened to this program?
And it was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And now a low blow, and what a big low blow. God,
I've never seen a grown man get that happy getting drop kicked in the face.
As Reptile has gotten the absolute holy hell beaten out of him here in this early going of this matchup. And if were it not for Piccolo, this match would have been over 4 times over. The Maestro suplex, not even one.
the mayonnaise rollover.
The marshmallow popsicle. As now we are completely losing track of this. As Piccolo,
the Pat McAfee DDT.
Piccolo trying to just salvage this. As Piccolo's finally tagged himself into this matchup.
Piccolo's like, what the hell is happening right now? I did not sign up for this.
Well, Piccolo starting to mount a little bit of a comeback. Might be the only hope for the Gigolos, as Reptile took an enormous amount of punishment in this first 10 minutes of this matchup.
Piccolo's the only reason this match is still continuing.
And oh God, what
a Uragi!
What a gigantic Uragi!
We love you, Skyler.
A Nemurian Uragi, no less. And now a knee to the back. And speaking of Skyler, thank you very much for being on commentary, tied up to the chair against your will. Appreciate that.
Thank you for being tied up.
Appreciate that very much. You know, he didn't have to be tied up, but he has to. So, you know, you do you. And now a spinning toe hold from Aquaman. As this match has again devolved into 4 guys brawling in the center of the ring. Rick Knox is smiling somewhere.
Yeah.
As we have thankfully not employed that gentleman. He's getting plenty of employment as is.
He's a little too bald for us.
Yeah, that's not the problem. We also can't pay him what he's asking because somebody has blown the market. But in any case, now a big crab, a Nemurian crab, as this is as Piccolo, a known hater of the moon, was actively cheering for Abizzle in that last that encounter. As he's been very open, his friendship, as Abizzle has too. He's been very open about his friendship with Abizzle. I wonder what his
favorite part of Sonic 3 was.
Yeah. You know, I didn't ask him. I don't think he's seen the movie, actually. And now a cover from the Riddler.
Does the moon blow up? Okay.
But the Riddler is not the legal man. Or maybe he is, and
might have just,
Piccolo, I think, just stronged out of it. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. You're right. He just stronged out of it. Reptile, I don't even know how he's standing, but a big clothesline there. And Piccolo getting right in the middle of that conversation.
Damn it!
And the Riddler coloring him up. Riddler, calm down.
Would you chill?
I have no doubt that you and Rex Ryan would have a lot to talk about, but this is not the time.
You two can get into the collar and elbow tie-up like after the show.
Yeah,
what you do is in the privacy of your own home is your business.
Let's hope we don't see any figure 4 leg locks. And now here goes cover 1.
I guarantee you, Rex Ryan is like, can I try that spinning toe hold you just did?
I bet. You know what? Ric Flair's last match should be against Rex Ryan. Let's make that happen. And another rake to the eyes from Aquaman. As, folks, we're joking, but this is no laughing matter, this matchup. 4 years is a long time to not be able to challenge for tag titles. That is what is on the line for the Greasy Green Gigolos if they do not win this match here tonight. CIW tag titles on the line. DC, 777 days with the Tag Team Championships. That is over 2 years, ladies and gentlemen, including a leap year.
Long reign, man. Not without a ton of chicanery, though.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what's wild is that, and now a cover here, the big cover 1, as we mentioned Symbiote Spider-Man versus the Joker, is that the same night that Aquaman and Batman won the titles from Mr. Incredible and Frozone, the whole reason that Aquaman and Batman were teaming up that night was that Symbiote Spider-Man was called in to be the guy who faced the man we signed during our feud. That man happened to be the Joker. So,
what a counter!
And it was a great move.
That is a full circle moment. That is very much a full circle moment.
And you know, Aquaman and Symbiote Spider-Man, who had a hell of an Iron Man matchup themselves, 30-man at Autumn Asylum, they are friends. And wait a minute, that was the big title. That was the tidal wave. 2 and only 2. That big 450 whirlpool.
Wow.
My God, that was huge.
Breakup right there.
my God, the actual whirlpool. I haven't seen that in a hot minute.
We've seen him attempt it a couple times, but actually hit it.
Yeah, he and a DDT, and Reptile's busted open.
Oh, and Reptile is busted.
But we did see it once against that match I just mentioned up against Spin by Out Spider-Man. Aquaman, a former 3-time Exceed champion in his own right. Very storied career in CIW.
Yeah, he's had a great run in CIW.
Yeah, he's
like just drenched in gold.
Drenched in gold. Arthur Curry, the former, he joined the Shades of Black at their peak, was leading that for a while. And the one half of the Heroes of Fortune with Symbiote Spider-Man was or at least he was, until DC became top priority.
Yeah. As
the joke. Although I do know that Aquaman was, when some members of DC decided to just get up and leave, they weren't really happy of being abandoned. It's like,
yeah.
Weren't we doing something here? Like, what? So there is that, Aquaman, because, at the end of the day, he never went to TAW. Aquaman always enjoyed the perks of CIW for what it was, and I respect that from him. I don't respect Uncaring, and I really don't respect the Riddler for what he did, but he is clearly an advantage of Reptile right now as he hits a huge slingshot.
Huge catapult right there.
As a slingshot catapult, as that was a vicious move, as Reptile not
Me and
looking
Sean
too
are
hot.
a big fan of synonyms.
Yes. As my favorite dinosaur is in fact the thesaurus. As and
Would you stop?
Now,
you were such a dictionary.
And I am a dictionary, all right. And now testicular torture to the Riddler. Before this gets any worse, and we have to put up that several bad puns later cue. But we'll save that for another time. As tag titles are on the line here, as Reptile is desperately trying to claw his way back to Piccolo, back to the tag he so desperately needs. Busted open here in what might be the Gigolos' last shot at the CIW Tag Team Championships. And now, come on. And Riddler with a big kick to the dick. And the abdomen.
Right to the dictionary.
Cover here. 1, 2, and only, oh God. As I thought that was it, as Piccolo missed the elbow drop. But Reptile kicked out on his own, saving the matchup for the Gigolos. Another lily pad clover.
But again, Aquaman's not legal.
A punch to the dick, probably wet.
There we go.
And now another standing moonsault from Aquaman.
Man, Reptile has been absorbing so much in this match, and Piccolo was only legal for like a couple minutes.
Well, but you remember, Josh, again, Reptile's capable. We know he's good in the long game. He was the sole survivor. He went wire to wire in the Fatal Attrition match. He won that match against Neo in the final stretch. When he started that matchup, we know that Reptile is more than capable of coming out of this with a win, but it is concerning how much punishment he has taken at the hands of these two.
But he's still fighting. Nice counter, though.
He sure is. And how many more chances will Piccolo have to stop that? Oh, and charged into the corner. Charged right back and busted Riddler open.
Wow.
And now going for the tag. Tagging in Piccolo. Come on, Piccolo.
There we go.
This is the start of it.
All right, capitalize.
Come on, Piccolo. And now, and a heel kick from Aquaman. Shuts down.
That was a smart move by Aquaman.
Yeah,
really smart move.
Absolutely. Oh, and there's the acid bath. The acid bath from Reptile.
Take advantage.
But now,
again, Aquaman, right place, right time to stop that momentum.
As DC, and this is what DC is really good at. They are so good at exploiting the referee, running interference, finding people to dick around with their matches. But there's a reason they've held the belts for so long. It's the longest tag reign non-hiatus in CIW history.
Man, that was a very intelligent decision by Aquaman. As soon as Piccolo got tagged in, he got in and immediately stopped him from building momentum.
Absolutely. And a diving spear, and nobody there as he just undercut it just slightly.
was just out of reach.
As Reptile and Aquaman both next to each other went, damn, that looked like it hurt.
Damn, how's your neck, Piccolo?
Yeah, literally. They both, I mean, that's how gnarly that landing was. Thankfully was not on this day. As this match is still degenerated, folks, as we've got Aquaman and Reptile brawling on the outside, Riddler and Piccolo on the inside.
Nice airplane spin.
And a big suplex from Aquaman on the outside. And I don't know how much more punishment Reptile can take, as both men thrown quite a bit by that airplane spin.
Yeah.
Boy, they are really dazed.
Both vomit in the middle of the ring.
Well, this match has gone almost 20 minutes now, JOSHAGEDDON.
That's been going a good while.
You know, these two, and that's how desperate the Gigolos are to win these belts here tonight. They have to do it now. There is no other time. The cover from the Riddler on that lariat. 1, 2, and Senton breaks it up by Reptile.
Man, you would have to think Reptile would be quicker than that, but again, he's been taking so much punishment.
He's been hit with so much. And
nice rolling senton, though.
And Rex Ryan now running interference, trying to get Reptile back to his corner. Nice standing sidekick from Aquaman.
Ooh.
Riddler's
and
still
again,
down.
Aquaman, right place, right time. While the referee's fussing at Reptile, he's over there attacking Piccolo behind the referee's back.
Right, very smart moves as Reptile still fighting in this matchup, as is Piccolo. The Greasy Green Gigolos in their final shot at the CIW Tag titles.
Man, some of these strikes are just vicious.
Well, and that's because you know that Piccolo and Reptile are enraged at the Riddler. They cost them their cash-in. It wouldn't have come to this stipulation if the Riddler hadn't betrayed the trust of the Gigolos to begin with.
Yeah, they let the Riddler join their ranks, and then he betrayed them.
Yeah, they let their guard down, and they paid for it. Because Ganondorf had joined them before the Riddler did. Riddler joined during the Rebels and Redcoats tournament. Oh, wait a second. We could be seeing it here.
Here we go.
The huge move here. I love this move. It's R-E-P-T-I-L-E. And he got him. That's what he beat Neo with. Come on, Reptile. Cover him to win the titles. To end the reign. 1, 2, only 2. Aquaman saves the titles for the champs.
That's what you got to do.
God, and that was the first cover of consequence the Gigolos have had all match. Special Meat Pile Driver!
Special Meat Pile Driver!
Special Meat Pile Driver! But Reptile is down!
Reptile is still down.
Reptile
is still down. All right, Reptile's up. Cover him.
He's up, but in now comes Aquaman immediately knowing what's coming.
Yeah. Man, he's like, no chance. Not even going to let you entertain that as a possibility.
Aquaman's so smart. Aquaman's so wise. He knows all of the minutia that goes into CIW and the way these matches go and how these matches flow. You really got to hand it to Aquaman. As dirty and slimy as his tactics have been over the years, you have to give this man credit. He knows how to get it done.
Even though the Joker started this group, he's the brains of the operation.
Well, and it really seems like Aquaman became the de facto leader of the operation when Joker left. You know, and that was something that Aquaman, you know, remember the swap he did at Arkham Asylum when he just pulled, I think it was either Batman or Penguin out of it and just said, no, I'm in this matchup now. And then they retained the belts on that basis. You know, Aquaman.
Even though they're a bunch of dickbags, he's done a great job, and it's led to a lot of success. It's underhanded, it's dirty, but it's been effective.
Yeah, you know, to have the guy who won the world title abandon your faction and to still retain the tag belts for that long afterwards. You know, Rex Ryan got caught in a stray shot there from the Riddler. Oh, no, come on. Come on. Come on, Riddler going for a chair. The Reptile doesn't need this. He's already busted open. And Reptile took the chair.
There we go.
Got it again. Oh, no.
Oh, just like with Mario and Luigi.
A couple of days ago, we saw Mario win with that. And Piccolo not going to let him. And, you know, these teams too admirable. They're not going to use the chair themselves, but they should.
Yeah, honestly, they should. They should, absolutely.
Well, but you know that...
But that was great, Piccolo not allowing Riddler to take advantage of that.
That was incredibly smart. As Piccolo, now the Maestro Cradle from the Illegal Man. Maestro Suplex, excuse me. As this match carries on. God, look at how much blood is in the ring. Reptile's bleeding. And Riddler's bleeding.
The marionette arm drag.
That's right. As Marshmallow.
That is not right, Sean. That is wildly incorrect.
And by the way, the prize for this is if the Greasy Green Gigolos win, we get green tote bags. That all have that's basically you carry all of your materials for going out and having a good time at whatever clubs they go to. And if DC wins, we end up getting a big dictionary of all wrestling terms.
Yay. So something that neither me or you are going to need.
Yeah,
for all the normies out there.
Yeah, I definitely don't need it at all. It's
also, Sean, I don't go to clubs, so if the Gigolos win, you can have my thing, whatever you said.
It's just a tote bag. You don't have to go to the club with it. It's just a green tote bag. You can carry stuff. You can be environmentally conscious and use the reusable bag when you go grocery shopping. Acid bath.
Here we go.
As Reptile, he is standing toe to toe with Aquaman right here, and now he's moved there.
Nice sleeper slam.
That's exactly. That's why I don't need that dictionary. As this has become a hilarious inside joke.
And another sleeper slam.
That's right. That's exactly what it's called, JOSHAGEDDON. You just beat me to saying it.
I know that's what it's called.
Now countering in the corner, and Reptile needs to make a tag again.
Oh, what a drop!
That drop kick in the corner to Aquaman.
Yes, Sean, that is what that's called. And
a tag in, and and a forearm there to the Riddler.
Man,
as this matchup
as he came in, didn't even. Normally they're really good at timing these tags, but that was not the occasion for that.
Yeah, and God, the fatigue. Fatigue's got to be setting in here at this point. These guys have been going on a long time. In the, as we have mentioned about 1,000 times, what could be the last tag title match that the Greasy Green Gigolos ever have, if they do not win this match. But DC has held.
We wouldn't mention it so much if it wasn't so important.
I know. Well, DC has held these belts for 777 days. They had a death grip on these belts.
Will it get broken tonight?
It could happen tonight. And the fact that these guys have gone on this long shows that this is maybe a much taller order than DC might have anticipated. Especially with Corleone's edict that no faction members can get involved at all. Even though, oh God!
Oh, just hanging him up on the ropes.
He sure did, but Piccolo there to run interference. As even though we saw Johnny Cage test the parameters of that, as I still don't have any updates regarding what the decision. Special Beam Pile Driver! Special Beam Pile Driver! They're on the other side! Come on, Piccolo! Piccolo, go for the cover! Right to cover him! Come on, Piccolo! And he's just too exhausted going up to the top rope and deciding against it. No. Tag into Reptile.
Okay, fine. All right, fine. Someone cover the Riddler!
My God.
Oh,
boy, and I hope that wasn't the last opportunity.
Oh, no.
As Rex Ryan gets thrown up, but Riddler is dazed. Riddler
has just lost it.
Well, he's been busted open. He got a special beam pile driver. He hit Aquaman by mistake. He launched Rex Ryan. Oh my God!
Oh God!
What a chair shot, springboard, and I think he. I'm not sure what happened. I think he hit him. Oh, and now Piccolo's busted open from the chair.
Just as the referee's starting to stand back up. Damn it.
God, and that double team from Riddler and Aquaman. Not like this.
Oh, no.
This is how this happened. This is how it's been happening.
Man, there's so much blood right now.
God, the three men are busted open. Somehow Aquaman, the only one not squirting buckets of blood, and a belly-to-belly on his part.
Nice belly-to-belly suplex.
As the legal man still is Reptile. And now the punches to the face from the Riddler in this tag title matchup. My God, I am exhausted. My throat hurts. I am exhausted. This match has brought all of us to the limit. And another whirlpool, the title.
Oh, no.
My God. And now Riddler with the cover, distracted.
Wait a second.
And this time Rex Ryan holding Aquaman accountable for not being the legal man.
Fatal mistake. That may have been the fatal mistake for Aquaman.
Well, you were mentioning that the timing was starting to get a little off from DC, and I think it's just for how long this match is gone.
Yeah, they're not used to not having their allies in their corner ruining the match for their opponent.
Yeah,
they're used to that.
They've had to win this one on their own, and the Gigolos have pushed them to the limit here in this tag tournament, and a low blow again from the Riddler. And
how much more can his balls take?
And now tagging back in Aquaman.
That honestly might have been smart.
That might have been the smartest decision. He's clearly the freshest of the bunch.
And Riddler's still in the ring.
And you got to give it to Rex Ryan. He is really trying to keep this somewhat orderly here, as we have hit the depths of as fatigue of how far a human body can go. All from the name of the CIW Tag Team Championships. A title held by DC. And another belly-to-belly from Riddler.
Big belly-to-belly.
Belly-to-belly from Riddler.
Even a move like that, all of a sudden, as soon as he
Reptile.
does the move, he grabs his midsection.
Yeah. And and that's the difficulty, is that every time they've gotten close, they just haven't been able to cover because of exhaustion or interference. But this might do it. The Reptile.
Come on, Reptile.
And the Riddler in there already. Riddler in there already, expecting the Reptile forearm. And look, he's gonna let him do it at least. That's respectful. But instantly trying to instigate out of this, and right there to break up the cover. As I just applauded Rex Ryan, maybe a little prematurely, as there was plenty of
Reptile pissed. Reptile is pissed.
Well, how could he not be? Every shot might be their last. Every finish might be their final opportunity, and they keep getting messed with.
Yep. It's gotta be infuriating.
Well, now Riddler, who's back to his corner, but now, what a double team from the Gigolos!
Oh, a swinging neck breaker.
Come on, Gigolos! And a low blow again.
Old reliable.
Old reliable. Well, they are depending on it here, but now even Aquaman is starting to feel the effects of this tag title match. Here to main event day 3 of the Wrestle-bration. One more day to go tomorrow.
And who's walking out of here with these tag team titles? This has been going on for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, this is a gigantic tag match. Maybe one of the biggest in CIW history here at the main event of the Wrestle-bration day 3. On a counter from Reptile. And a tag back into Piccolo. And now a knife edge chop there from Reptile, who gets right back out of the ring and lets Piccolo handle it. But Piccolo's bleeding too.
So intense.
God. One of these two teams has to win this matchup. For the Gigolos, every move counts.
Oh, big drop
kick. Big drop kick. Aquaman getting into the ring. Special beam pile driver. The third special beam pile driver onto the Riddler. But Aquaman right there again to run interference.
Immediately not even going to let him go for the cover.
And now Aquaman slowly walking his way back to the corner, but Riddler's still down. Aquaman's not there. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! They did it! They did it! I can't believe it!
Wow, the steel chair that they brought out cost him this match.
Aquaman ran into his own chair before you could break up the count, but he was hurting too hard as Piccolo somehow, the pile driver, did it. This team has done it. The Gigolos have won the tag titles. Finally, the reign of terror is over. The Gigolos have won. We will see you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.